Siya, Aguho, Anonas, and Mulawin. Welcome to our class. For today, we will be studying a very exciting topic. But before that, let me remind you of the following. At this point, I hope all of you were able to answer written work number 2. The link was already posted in our group chat. So please visit the link and then answer written work number 2. And of course, I am expecting that all of you were already done with written work number 1 because that was assigned to you weeks ago. Also, do not forget to accomplish your HPT 1 and 2 because those HPTs are good for several subjects. Without passing that, of course, you will be receiving low grades because HPTs is equivalent to 60% of your quarterly grade. All right. So for today, guys, we will be discussing factual and judgment. Factual and value judgment. Okay. So let's start. We have here different headlines from different news sources. From various news sources. The first one is from Philippine Standard, one of the popular broadsheets in our country. It says here, BBM Sara win big. Next is from GMA News. I know, this one is from Net25 news portal. It says here, strong quick hits Batangas. This was posted last May 22, 2022. And the last is from ABS-CBN News portal. Philippines confirms 191 new COVID-19 cases, no new deaths. Okay, so how can we prove that these headlines are factual or not? Okay, so let's start with this one. BBM Sara win big. Of course, to have it verified, we can go to the uh, COMELEC transparency server, and then you can see there that BBM got 31 million plus votes versus his opponent who only got 14 million plus votes, while Sara got 31 million plus votes and versus her opponent who only got 9 million plus votes. So therefore, this headline is factual because we can prove that this one is true. We can provide evidence to prove that BBM Sara really won big during the 2022 poll. Next one is a strong quick hits Batangas. So how can we check that this one is factual? Of course, we can visit other websites, other news portals. You can visit the web. You can check the news posted in Philvox rather, or the Philippine Volcanology, the agency that is responsible for this. And then you can see there that really last May 22, there was a strong earthquake in Batangas. You can also check there the intensity of the earthquake, and just to prove that um, this strong quake is really true. Okay, so again, this headline uh, is a fact because we can provide evidences. And lastly, Philippines confirms 191 new COVID-19 cases, no new deaths. So how can we prove that this one is factual or true? Of course, we can visit DOH or the Department of Health website to check the latest COVID bulletin, and there you will see that there is 191 new COVID cases last May 23. Okay, so all of these headlines are proven true. Why? Because we can provide evidence to prove it. That is why these are factual, right? So what are factual judgment? Factual judgment are based on observed facts or quantitative analysis. Okay, so take note of this, no? It is observable because you can provide proof, and it is based on quantitative data or quantitative analysis. So you can prove it with the you can prove it by the numbers, like that issue with BBM and Sara. Okay, so by checking the latest poll update, okay, we were able to prove that really they got higher votes compared to their opponent. So again, that is factual judgment. We base our judgment on observable facts and quantitative analysis. Next, we have, okay, let's discuss the following. We have here same issue, but but then there is two sides of the issue. For example, for the first picture, it says here, I stand with people in Poland, keep abortion safe and legal. So, and then the other one, we can conclude that this one is from India, say no to abortion. We can notice that the lady here wears an Indian garment, yeah, an Indian clothes. So therefore, we can conclude that she is an Indian, and she and then the poster here says, "Say no to abortion." Okay, so the issue here is about abortion, but we are showing two different views on abortion. One is pro-abortion, and the other one is against abortion. Okay, why do we able to produce two different sides? Okay, because to some, I mean, for example, for Christians, guys, if you will be asking them if they are pro-abortion or not, they will say that they are pro-life. They don't want to. It is a sin to commit abortion because you are killing life. But then, if you will ask other countries, to them, abortion is legal because of various reasons. For example, uh, the pregnant woman cannot afford to raise a child, or she is a victim of crime. For example, she was raped. Okay, she has a choice to have the child born or let the child be aborted. Okay, so that decision for them is, I mean, the woman has the right to decide whether she will keep it or she will just let it go. So again, one issue, but it has two sides. Okay, next issue here, guys, um, is with regards to marijuana. The first picture here, it says no plant is illegal. So therefore, uh, using marijuana should be legalized. While the other one, it says here, say no to drugs. Um, they are not in favor of the usage of marijuana. Okay. To some guys, marijuana is a form of medication. For example, for those who has asthma, there are illnesses that marijuana can cure. But because some people abuse the use of marijuana, they use it as a drug. Okay, that is why authorities cannot approve the legalization of marijuana. So another issue with two sides, no, it can be it can be positive because you are seeing the good in the usage of marijuana, and then it has bad sides because of those who are abusing it. And last one, guys, is the same-sex union. The first one, the first picture here, guys, it says here, just married. So we can conclude that in this country, same-sex marriage is allowed. While in the second picture, I think this is also from a foreign country. It says here, children deserve a mother and a father. So they're encouraging people to vote no to same-sex marriage. Because of course we all know that only a man and a woman can create babies. Uh, Without the union of a man and a woman, of course, there will be no reproduction. And babies or the children, they need to have a mother and a father. So it says here they're encouraging people to say no to same-sex marriage. Okay, to some countries, for example, for the Christian countries, guys, of course, biblically based, God prohibits same-sex union because in the first generation during Adam and Eve, diba? God united in marriage a man and a woman, and then they were instructed to go on and multiply. So how can both men or both women can multiply if they don't have the ability for reproduction? Okay, and then for some countries, because they want to respect uh, they want to respect everyone, the rights of everyone. They are allowing same-sex marriage. Okay, so guys, all of these three falls under value judgment. When we say value judgment, it expresses statements of opinion based on personal preferences, relative morality. All moral judgments are value judgment or even group agreement. Okay. So, for example, in choosing um, a fast food chain to eat, okay, of course, some of us will choose McDonald's over Jollibee or Jollibee over McDonald's because of various reasons. Okay, so where did we base our judgment that Jollibee or McDonald's is the best fast food chain in the Philippines? We just base it on our personal preferences. For example, McDonald's is a bit cozy compared to Jollibee, or Jollibee spaghetti is more delicious than Mac spaghetti. Chicken Joy is better than Chicken McDo, but Burger McDo is better than Yum Burgers. Okay. Same with milk teas. The flavor of choosing the flavor of milk tea. Some will go on. Some will choose what do you call this, Okinawa, while other will choose another flavor because for them that flavor satisfy their taste buds. So again, value judgment, it is based on our personal preferences, and it also what you call this, it also consider morality, or what we know is good or bad, and also even group agreement. For example, you are included in a certain group. That group has their rules. Okay, so their rules might be different from others. Their rules might be what do you call this, opposite with another group. But then if you're included in that group, you should follow that, even if it's bad for it is bad compared to the others. You need to follow that because in that group, that bad thing is a good thing. So that is value judgment. I hope that the difference between value judgment and more and factual judgment are clear to everyone. Okay, let's move on. Okay, last time, last last session, guys. Okay, we were able to discuss value judgment, and when we talk about value judgment, it has two kinds: the personal and the moral judgment. Okay, so personal judgment, we can link that to the one we talked about a while ago, which is the personal preferences. Okay, and then moral, we're done with that. Okay, so factual versus value judgment. Factual judgment is true to all because it has basis, it has proof, right? We can provide proof to prove that judgment. But we can't conclude that value judgment aren't real. Rather, it could be true to someone, but not true for the others. For example, uh, the choice for the best spaghetti. Okay, to some, Mac spaghetti is delicious, but to others, it's Jollibee's. Okay, so it might be true to those who patronage McDonald's or Mac Spaghetti, but it is also, but then it's not. Then for those who patronage Jollibee, it's not, and the other way around. This is because we have our own personal preferences that might affect our judgments or decisions. Likewise, our definitions and viewpoints are relative to one another. So that's how we compare factual judgment against value judgment. Okay, we have here an activity for you guys. Paper bag versus plastic bag. Okay, so I want you to create a group with at least 5 to 6 members, maximum of 6 members, guys. And then you will start by gathering information about the advantage and disadvantages of using paper bag versus plastic bag and vice versa. So again, you need to come up with the disadvantage and advantages of both product. Okay, and then after that, you will choose one, either promote the usage of plastic bag or promote the usage of paper bag. Okay, so how will you do it? You will create a slogan. It can be, what do you call this? It can be graphically done using app available in your PC or in your cell phones, or you can do it handmade. Okay, you will create a slogan to promote your choice. Okay, so again, guys, you need to brainstorm with your group mates in order for you to come up with the list of the pros and cons of each product. Why do you need to know your opponent's advantages and disadvantages? Of course, if you are a businessman, okay, you need to know their strength so that you can be able uh, to do something to be better than them, and you should know their disadvantages for you to know where to hit them, no, because you know that that's their weakness. Okay, so you will post your slogan on your Facebook pages. Okay, and I will be checking that on Monday. Okay, again, guys, do not forget to answer written work number one, and sorry, written work number 3, and HPT 3. Okay, all of the instructions are already posted on our FB pages. Do you have any question, guys? Okay, let's answer the following for me to know if you're able to learn something from our lesson for today. Green color is a mixture of blue and red color. Is that a factual judgment or a value judgment? Green color makes the mind ease and relax. Number 3, Jeff Bezos may be the happiest person alive as he can afford everything he wanted. Number 4, Jeff Bezos, owner of Amazon, has a net worth of $188.5 billion, ranks as the first richest person on the earth today, according to Business Insider. And number 5, Southern Tagalog is the biggest region in terms of population size among the 16 regions in the Philippines, contributing 15.42% to the 76.5 million population of the country as recorded in Census 2000. All right. Okay, done. So let's find out the answers. For number 1, if you check the sentence, the sentence is false because when you mix blue and red, you will be creating not you will create no, you won't create green, right? But then it is factual. You can prove it, right? If you can prove that this one is a fact, even though you cannot be able to make green out of blue and red. Still, it's a fact, so it's factual judgment. Number 2, green color makes the mind ease and relax. So again, this is value judgment because for some, maybe it's another color. Maybe this one is true to someone, but then it can be untrue to someone else because I think they have other color preferences. So number 2 is value judgment. Number 3, Jeff Bezos may be the happiest person alive as he can afford everything he wanted. This is also an opinion. So it is a value judgment because of course we all know that not all rich person are happy with their lives even though they can buy everything, right? Because there are some things money can't buy. Number 4, Jeff Bezos, owner of Amazon, has a net worth of blah 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 blah. Of course, this one is provable, right? It can be proven. If you will check Business Insider, you can see this information. So number 4 is a factual judgment. And last one, number 5, of course, if you check the Census 2000, you can prove that this information is true. So therefore, this one is factual judgment. All right. So I hope, guys, the lesson is clear to everyone. So that's all, guys. Keep safe. Do your task. This will be our final week for quarter 4, set A. Okay. So better accomplish all of your tasks for set A so that you won't have a hard time with set B. Okay, so that's it. I'm your teacher in English, Sir Rams Makapagal, and have a safe day, guys. Bye bye.